Hey guys, welcome to episode number 1 of the brand new Tottenham Hotspur career mode here on FIFA 19. Early access has come out almost a day early, a full 24 hours, and we're cracking on now with this new series. Of course, wearing the shirt of the team that I'm playing as, so I've got the Tottenham shirt on. You will notice, if you're a returning subscriber to the channel, I'm not in my green screen little thing down in the corner. I'm actually in an actual face cam box. I'm wanting to make an alteration to my video content this year, meaning that I'm going to be in this box rather than down in the green screen for video content, and then I'll use the green screen for my live streams. So let me know, what should I put on the wall in the background as a background for this face cam? Got perhaps some shirts or maybe some memorabilia. Let me know. Maybe I could put some shelves up. I'm not sure. I'll take your feedback on that regard, as well as your feedback with this series as well. Of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any further content. There'll be journey content coming tomorrow as well. This series will be daily from now until its end, but hopefully that won't be for quite a while. We'll be hoping to take Tottenham on to the next level, the level that they haven't yet been able to find in real life. Now, we've an interesting conundrum with regards to this Spurs career mode, because in real life they didn't make any signings whatsoever in the first summer transfer window. Now, I would like to make some signings to this Tottenham team, but it's already a very strong squad, so I'm not sure where to change. That's the issue right now. As you can see, my starting 11 on your screen is in a 4-2-3-1 formation. That's arguably my best formation and the best 11 I could throw out at present. The conundrum at the minute is what to do with the Eriksen-Ali thing, because Christian Eriksen is almost undoubtedly much better served at cam than out wide on the right. So I'm tempted to drop Dele Alli a little bit deeper. He's got a stand tackle of 63. He could probably do a job down here alongside Moussa Dembele, and then maybe replace, not necessarily replace, but sign a much higher rated right-sided midfielder than Lucas Moura or Eric Lamela. That would be probably my first port of call with regards to this Tottenham squad. Now, whether that be perhaps bringing someone like Gareth Bale back to the club, I'm not sure. Again, we'll take your feedback, but very strong up top. Obviously, we've got Harry Kane. Secondary striker, though, does need some work. We've got Vincent Janssen and Fernando Llorente, neither of which are players that I get on with. To be fair, I haven't stereotypically gotten on that well with Harry Kane on FIFA, but it's Harry Kane. I'm going to start with him up top. We'll see how things develop. At centre-back, we've got Vertonghen, Toby Alvarez, Davinson Sanchez, and the young Foyth, who I'm hoping will grow quite well. There's a good core youth setup here at Tottenham with a number of small or younger players that we can actually try and grow without having to rely too heavily on the youth scouting system. Players like Harry Winks, players like Foyth, players like Edwards and Onoma as well as players like Georgiou, Walker-Peters at right back, Carter Vickers at centre back. So I'm perhaps not going to concentrate too much on youth development with regards scouted youth regen players in this series, but I am going to try and make the young players that we have at the club already that little bit better so they can be involved on a rotation basis initially, and then who knows, maybe jump into this first team starting 11. I'm sure about goalkeeper as well. Michel Vorm and Gazaniga are my two backups. I would be open to selling both of those and bringing in a young or younger rotation goalkeeper as backup to Hugo Lloris. Wing backs, Danny Rose and Ben Davies, I'm not sure about them. It's going to be a case of playing with them in the first few games, seeing how we get on with them. At right back, Kieran Trippier and Serge Aurier will probably be good enough to start things off. So, squad looks very strong, and obviously if I do move Dele Alli down a bit, then that means I've got Victor Wanyama and Eric Dyer to hold in those CDM roles, and then Harry Winks can perhaps come in at centre mid, and we can move Dele Alli forward a little bit. Moussa Dembele could probably play a little bit further forward. I could play Eric Lamela at cam. I could play Heung-min Son at cam. I could play Lucas at cam. We've got plenty of options available to us, especially if we do add that one extra wide player to the squad. But for now, I think that's going to be my starting lineup with Lucas on the right, Eriksen and Son sat behind Harry Kane. But as you guys know, if you're returning subscribers, I play every single game, including pre-season, to give myself the best possible opportunity to get to grips with the team and, of course, to take on board your feedback for potential transfers. We are playing on the brand new Ultimate difficulty. I haven't yet altered sliders, but we are playing on Ultimate difficulty, as you can see here. So that was what the Manchester City career mode was done with the one season all or nothing series we did from the capture event, and we will be playing on Ultimate difficulty again here. So in this first episode, just an introduction to the series. We'll show you in a minute what the board want from us, how much money we've got to spend, and I desperately want your transfer suggestions because I'm not sure what to do. The group stage we should breeze through. I'll play Al Nasr today. In tomorrow's video we'll play Osaka and Tosu as well, although I'm not going to record that until you've seen this and I've gotten your feedback transfer-wise so we can crack on. The other half of the group, or the other half, sorry, of the tournament, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Bayern and Barcelona. So it's not going to be easy to win this pre-season tournament, especially on ultimate difficulty, but I shall try my best. There is £10.5 million available if we're able to win this tournament. We also already have £80 million in the transfer budget. So there's a lot of money to spend here already, and we can add to that with potential player sales and then subsequent pre-season tournament money too. With regards to the board expectations, critical domestic success, high brand exposure on continental, medium on financial and youth development. With regards to youth development, within 2 seasons, so not a short-term goal, we have a while to do this, have at least one player signed from the youth academy, play at least 50% of the games next season. Well, that could be perhaps a goalkeeper. If I can find and scout a goalkeeper, like I said, I'm not really wanting to concentrate on the youth regen, but I could if it were with a goalkeeper. And then that could most certainly be the way to tick that criteria box. With regards to brand exposure, shirt sales really aren't too much of a concern. We will sell £176 million worth of shirts within the first 4 or 5 months of the season. Financially, we want to keep salary growth under 15%. I've never had that before. So it'll be interesting to see how well we're able to do that. If we can sell on perhaps some high earners and bring in players of equal or perhaps better potential or ability but keep their wages low, then that would be a good way to do that. Financially as well, short term this season, keep an unspent budget of £17.6 million, both transfer budget and wage. Currently we have 93 million all told. We should be able to do that, but it's not my main priority. My main priority is this. Oh, okay, I didn't think they'd want me to win the league. They do. Right, we are up against it this first season here at Tottenham, especially on ultimate difficulty. They want me to win the Premier League and win the FA Cup and reach at least the final of the Champions League too. Very, very high expectations here at Tottenham Hotspur. Not sure how well that's going to go. We shall have to wait and see. I will hire one youth scout to try and look for a potential goalkeeper, and we'll go for the 5-star guy. Now, I shall set up a scouting network and keep him local, keep him in the UK. We'll send him out for 9 months, or keep him in England at least. Other than that, like I say, this particular series, I'm not planning on using the youth scouting that much. However, in future series, most certainly when I do the Cambridge United Road to Glory series, we will be heavily using that youth scouting feature. But for now, we'll push forward. Actually, I shall show you my Champions League group. Of course, this year's career mode has Champions League licensing. So we are able to play in a fully licensed Champions League. And actually, I don't need... Oh, it's just about to show you it there. Manchester City offering for Dele Alli. No, you're not getting anywhere near him. I'm not selling anyone from my core main team. The calendar... No, it's probably best to do it from this screen. As you can see, the way that you look at competitions this year looks different visually. European Super Cup, or UEFA Super Cup, because it's licensed now. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. And then in the Champions League, we're actually Group D. We have Juventus, who you will remember in all of my Champions League games so far from the capture event have been the team to knock me out of the Champions League in the round of 16 with both City and Liverpool. So it's nice to know if we get out of the group stage, which we should do, we won't have to play Juventus in the round of 16 because we can't. We also have CSKA Moscow and Victoria Pilsen in our Champions League group. Liverpool have Shakhtar Donetsk, Atletico and St. Pölten. Manchester United have Bayern, AS Monaco and Inter. That's one hell of a group. I am contemplating doing an Inter Milan career mode later on this year as well. The other English, Manchester City have Roma, Lyon and Hamilton, the Scottish side. So we'll see how we get on. I'm aiming to finish second in that group, and if we can win, then we shall try and do it. £77.4 million bid for Christian Eriksen. Again, rejecting that. Sorry, he's going nowhere. Gazaniga wants to play in the first friendly. No, sir. Right, I'm going to start a full-strength team here against Al Nasr, and hopefully try and batter them, even though it is on ultimate difficulty, which I did have trouble with Manchester City on the mode we played at the capture event, or the build that we played at the capture event, which I believe is the same as the one we're playing with here. So drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more content here. Multiple career modes on the channel, as well as the journey, which will start tomorrow as well. Please let me know in the comment section what to do with transfers, because as you guys know, if you're returning or if you aren't aware, if you're a new subscriber, you guys have the say on 95% of all of the transfer dealings that get done. It's all done by you. So let's get cracking. Let's play our first game, get off to a good start, and then tomorrow we can get going in the transfer window. Dele up there to Christian Eriksen. It's going to be interesting to see how Dele Alli gets on in that deeper role. I'm expecting him to be pretty good. If we cast our mind back to the Manchester City, oh, what a ball. Oh, Harry. Well, there's Harry Kane's first chance for me, and he hasn't exactly shrouded himself in glory there. That was high and well wide. Like I say, if you cast your mind back to the pre-season tournament in the Manchester City career mode I did win my first game quite comfortably against Saudi Arabian opposition. However, I did struggle in the other two games in the group and actually lost them both against Juventus and Barcelona, I believe. And then we played Barcelona and Atletico Madrid in the latter stages. Got to the final, but lost on penalties. So it is possible to get out of the group with just one win, but I would like to think with the strength or apparent lack of it in at least my side of the pre-season tournament groups, that we should be able to get ourselves out of this group quite comfortably and win it. But it has been quite difficult for me to keep hold of possession thus far. Now, Harry should be onside here. Didn't quite take that in his stride as I might have liked. Him and Son's tucked in a little bit central. I'll dink that over the top looking for the runner, Lucas Moura, who's in behind here, and I'll drill it into the middle. But Omar cuts it out nicely. 19th minute, we'll try and get ourselves the first goal. Trippier on the corner. Dele Alli with a very powerful header. But again, wide of the target. Yet to have my first shot in between the sticks. Hopefully it won't be long. Al Nasr haven't necessarily thoroughly impressed in the opening few moments, even though it's ultimate difficulty. But I'd like to think they won't be too much of a threat. But things like that always seem to come back to haunt me whenever I play FIFA and am live commentating. So we'll see how we get on. Do let me know what you think of the little box with regards to my face cam. Is it too big? Is it too small? Is it in the wrong place? Or are you quite happy with where it is right now? I am wanting to make it a permanent change from having the green screen footage though for video content, and I want to only use the green screen for live streaming for the foreseeable future. So it is a slight change for those of you that returning subscribers, but hopefully you don't mind the change. And like I say, once we're able to get some stuff on the wall behind me, then it won't look quite as bleak as it does right now. But I'm getting pinned in my my half at the minute here by Al Nasr, although that is a very poor cross, and we'll let that go up for a throw. Nice ball down the line. Fuzair in behind, early cross. Envertonghen with the acrobatic clearance. Slightly unnecessary, could have just kicked it away, or headed it away, sorry. But Heung-min Son is looking to get in behind him. This is a great run. I see Christian Eriksen down the edge of the box. I'm going to take my first touch into the box. He's on his left foot, and he should be able to finish this, but hasn't. We'll drop to Lucas Moura. Lovely first touch and turn. Twist back. Look for Harry. Show some strength. I've got people out wide. This is really difficult to try and break them down at the minute. They're defending very, very closely with high pressure. Can Dele get involved in the tackle here? I'm hoping his physicality, even though his tackling stats aren't that high, his physicality might be able to lean him towards being able to play quite comfortably in that deeper role alongside Moussa Dembele, but we will have to wait and see. That's a nice ball into the middle, and Dembele's back there to head it away. The pressure will continue here. Abaid out wide to Nabil Amrabat, formerly a Watford, of course. You guys will remember him from Premier League days. Get there, Harry. Nice footwork. Just lay that back there into Moussa Dembele. Heung-min Son's looking to make the run. Get it out to him. Take it in his stride. 5-star weak foot, of course, Heung-min Son. Harry Kane's at the back post. Christian Eriksen's in the middle, but that's going to miss him. And it looks like we're going to reach half-time. The scoreline goalless here. I'd very much like to try and get myself a win from the game all told, though. Oh, Harry, take a touch, mate. You've got to take a touch. It's going to be 0-0 at the break. That's a nice through ball. Al Faraj is in here, trying to force him wide, which we've done well, and Ben Davies gets a block on it. It's the first time they've really threatened Hugo Lloris in this game so far, but they have had the first chance of this second half. Harry Kane was looking to get in behind there, and he's still itching to do so, so I'll play him in. Get the turn. There's Christian Eriksen. Arriving here is Dele Alli. Dele's still going. Dele Alli from the edge of the box. Everything that I'm doing so far is going wide. Not adjusted well to Tottenham so far, but it is going to be a learning curve. I've never really played with Tottenham. I did a series with them on FIFA 14. That was the last time I've done anything with Tottenham Hotspur on YouTube. So it is going to be a learning curve, especially with regards to the defending and the AI with the new engine. Obviously, they've rewritten the majority of the gameplay engine this year with the active touch system and the 50-50 battles. And with the AI being on Ultimate Difficulty 2, it's going to take a while, but it's going to be more of a challenge this year. You aren't going to see, in the first series of the year, every YouTuber just walking the league and winning every single trophy. It is going to be a challenge, especially for those that haven't been or aren't in the Game Changers program and haven't had the chance to play any of the game yet via the capture event, having to rely on Hugo Lloris there. I might make a change of my own in a moment. Amrabat is going to take the corner himself, whip it in well. Heung-min Son wins the header. Christian Eriksen going to try and get to that first, but he's not able to. Petros, this is good football. Amrabat through. Oh, this is great football. Brilliant football and a superb save from Hugo Lloris. That's the level of passing on Ultimate Difficulty that we're seeing from a very, very average team. Imagine what it's going to be like in the latter stages of this competition with regards players or teams like Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Juventus, etc. in the Champions League, and then the Premier League as well when we get to play Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal. It's going to be such a challenge. Dele Alli's made a great run here, and I will get that across there to Lucas if I can. And the new low-driven finish. Of course, low-driven this year is the 2 shoulder buttons and shoot, rather than double-tapping B. Double-tapping B this year is the timed shot mechanic. So the button combination has changed, if you weren't aware. I'm sure the majority of you are. But it's this. You don't have to time it with regards like you did with the double tap it last year. Just as if you would press and hold RB for a finesse shot, or press and hold LB or L1 for a lob shot. You just press them both whilst powering up with the shot button to do the low driven. Lucas Moura, our first goal scorer of this Tottenham Hotspur career mode, giving us a 1-0 lead here against Al Nasr. Very nicely taken. Pleasing to finally get a shot on target. And pleasing to finally get a goal to go in front. Now, all I need to do now in the remaining 15 minutes is hold on to this 1-0 lead, which fingers crossed we will be able to do. I will make a couple of changes. In fact, I shall do them now. We'll see if we can firm up. We'll bring on Victor Wanyama to go in there. I would like another winger at the very least, just numbers-wise, let alone ability-wise. So if I could bring in a top right-sided midfielder, I could put Lucas on the bench. And then he could be a great impact player for us. Of course, with it being pre-season, we can make as many substitutions as we like from the bench. So I shall make the most of that. I'm not going to put Fernando Llorente on yet. In fact, what I'm going to do is take Eriksen off, put Dele Alli at cam, and then really firm up defensively with Wanyama and Eric Dyer in there at CDM. And hopefully we can see this game out. But the fact that I'm playing Al Nasr here, and I'm only getting across the line with a 1-0 victory, shows you what Ultimate Difficulty is all about this year. It is going to be a challenge. It is a step up. It's what we've been asking for. One of the things that we've been asking for with Career Mode. There is plenty more that is yet to be done with FIFA 19 Career Mode and with FIFA Career Mode in general. And more changes will hopefully be coming in the future. But for the time being, Ultimate Difficulty is going to make things feel a lot fresher. Ben Davies on his left foot, the left back. Well, wide. I'm struggling with shots from distance. Or just basic non-finessed or non-low-driven shots. 7 minutes to go here in this first pre-season game. We have ourselves a 1-0 lead still. Lamela into Dele Alli. Nice turn. Harry Kane is there. Short into Eric Dyer. On the overlapping run there is Trippier. And I'll find him at the second attempt. Now Trippier has great crossing. And that's a devilish ball in that is well dealt with by Abdullah. Heading behind for a corner. What are his delivery stats? 80 free kick accuracy, 86 curve. Decent. Let's see if we can do something from this corner. Dele Alli was underneath. First one, he's underneath the second one as well. And he's battered away nicely by the goalkeeper. I'm not going to have the chance to have another effort on goal because the final whistle is gone. But we have been able to get ourselves the win here in the first game of this Tottenham career mode. And I'm very pleased to have done so. But you can see, yes, I had a number of chances, but I was pretty wasteful with them. And I tend to be, you'll know as a returning subscriber, that the guy that keeps a lot of possession, and I struggled against Nasr to keep the ball for the majority of that game. So this is going to be a very different year on FIFA Career Mode, and hopefully a very successful year as well with regards to the channel. Hopefully, if you did enjoy, then do drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, like I say, to ensure that you don't miss out on any more. Transfer in for Christian Eriksen again, this time £79 million from Juventus. I won't be selling any of my top name players in this first transfer window, or hopefully for the majority of the save, but I am open to selling Gazaniga. I am open to selling Michel Vorm. I am open to selling. In fact, do we need another centre back? No. We'll put our faith in the youth for now. I would be open to selling Ben Davies and or Danny Rose. Danny Rose is getting a little bit older now, 28 years old. I would be open to selling Lamela as well. I know he's a fan favourite for some Tottenham fans. I am most certainly open to selling Moussa Dembele, Moussa Sissoko even as well, not Moussa Dembele. I'll add him to the transfer list, but let me know about Moussa Sissoko because he could be a good squad player. And then Fernando Llorente for sure, and Vincent Janssen for sure as well. I'll list them all on the transfer list. So we have, to reiterate, £75 million available to us at present to spend on new transfers. I would most certainly like a backup striker, a first team right mid, and a backup goalkeeper. Let me know in the comment section where I should buy or who I should buy. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This series will be daily. You'll see this as soon as I can get it out to you here on the Thursday, or on the Wednesday evening, sorry. And then there'll be another one Thursday, and the journey will start tomorrow as well. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.